Haley, you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, sweeps to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks the third tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst.
Young back to throw. In trouble. He's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He got it. Touchdown, 49ers.
27-yard line. 49ers into the backfield. Gets on third down. He'll take it himself for first down.
Left hip. Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking, got it, post, and it's good! Touchdown! Touchdown 49! It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, goes to slant to the left side. It's Michael, intercepted! The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption! Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown!
Kaepernick shoots it. Hold everybody. Colin Kaepernick. What a game. Touchdown.
Yeah. Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? The Nothing But Niners crew is back to bring you guys a show all for you. It's Sunday Funday here on Nothing But Niners show, guys. And that means you guys get to run the show. I'm just going to be here as a moderator. So whatever you guys want to do is what we're going to do. Let's start with some formalities, though, before we kick the show all the way off. If this is your first time here on the YouTube page, you happen to stumble across this, we hope you enjoy the show. And if you do, give us a thumbs up. Hit that like button. It's very important. Also, subscribe and turn on your notifications so you know exactly when we're going live. Give us a follow on a couple of our different social media platforms. We have Twitter and Snapchat. That is Nothing But 9 ERS. Again, that is nothing but the number 9 ERS on Twitter and Snapchat. We have Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitch. That is Nothing But Niners. That's spelled all the way out, spaces in between, no numbers in there anywhere. It's the exact same as the website, which is www.nothingbutniners.com. And if you guys are looking for some nice apparel, you guys can go over to shopnbniners.com and get your exclusive Nothing But Niners gear over there. All right, I'm your guy, 49ers Mike _NFL. And today, it's not about me. It's not about the crew. It's about you. Sunday Fun Day. It's open mic day. So, guys, I'm going to post this phone number at the bottom of the screen, and you guys can feel free to call in whenever the heck you want. All right. So that's the number there. If you guys want to send text messages, you can send the text messages. If you guys want to call, you can call. And I'm ready to get the show started. Look, the phone is here. We're ready to do this, man. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. The team is on a bye week right now, and a lot of people are in panic mode. Some people are saying it's time to tank. I was on my social medias, and I was on Twitter, and people are saying that, they're hoping that the 49ers lose out enough to make sure. Damn. All right. Hold on one second. They're saying that they hope the 49ers lose out enough to be able to draft guys like Wilson, Lawrence. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting today. One of the questions I'm going to be asking all the callers is whether or not they think the Niners should tank. All right. By the way, Callie Young, one of our longtime supporters, my guy, he's in here. Happy birthday to Callie Young. Now, let's get to these phone calls here. How do I put this thing on speakerphone? Let me try this thing. Speaker. All right. Who are we speaking to? Oh, wait, before you start talking, turn down the background. Okay. So there's no feedback. All right. So I got somebody on now. Make sure you turn down the background so we don't get any feedback. All right. Who are we talking to?
What's going on, 49er Mike? This is Dion, man.
My man, Dion. What's going on, big dog? How you doing? I'm all right, man. I'm a little concerned because people are wanting us to tank, man. What are your thoughts on that? Should we be tanking already?
The first thing I want to say, prayers up for Breezy, man. Hope that he gets well soon. Hope that him and his family are good. Just had to say that, man. He's my man. He's a good dude.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No. I was going to say absolutely. I'm looking at my screen here and I see a reflection in my phone case, but it's not. It's weird. All right. It's cool. Go ahead. Don't worry about it, bro.
I see how you got the phone set up. I see it.
Yeah, it's just a little weird to me.
I'm gonna say this. The reason that I say don't tank, and I know a lot of people may not agree with this. The reason I say don't tank is because you don't want another losing season. As a head coach, your job is to make sure that you put this team in the best position to win every single game. Kyle has not been doing that lately. We know he lost that Green Bay game on purpose. We know that game against the Saints, he knew Jerick McKinnon couldn't run to save his life. And he continually put us in bad positions. But what I think is, I'm going back to what I said, continuity. Kyle said he likes continuity. When he had KB, Debo, and E-Man Sanders, what you saw? You saw we were flowing. The offense was moving. So if he can get KB, Ayuk, and Debo there, then I think the offense will start to have some continuity. Maybe we get Mostert back, or at least Jeff Wilson, to be able to sit down Jerick McKinnon and put Austin Walter in there, man. Give a kid a shot. What we got to lose?
Yeah.
I think if that continuity builds, we're good.
You know, one of the things that I like about this team, man, is that the depth has been tested these last couple of seasons. We made a Super Bowl run on the backs and legs of a lot of depth pieces. And so when injuries happen, a lot of people, because of that, they expect to see this team continue to go out and do dominant performances game after game. Dion, when you think about that, is that what you expect when you watch a game? I know you watch the game from a little bit of a different perspective than most casual fans. So when you see how decimated this team is, of course we want to win every game. We want this team to win. We want this team to make a playoff push, and hell, we want this team to win another Super Bowl. But are you honestly expecting this team to come down with some sort of win?
For me, yes. And the reason is because if Kyle would put the right pieces in place, then the scheme for us on offense works, and the players that we have, the offense is a plug-and-play type of offense with the guys that we have. Think about it like this. If you have Debo, Ayuk, and KB on the field, and all you have to do is throw in Austin Walter and or Jeff Wilson Jr. and stop giving Jerick McKinnon the ball because the man just is no good. I have no idea what they did on that fourth down against the Saints, why they even thought that ball was going to go anywhere, especially without juice in the front. Mm-hmm. But if you put those dudes there, the offense works. And the way that the scheme is set up is all about the yak. It's like, hey, get the ball, make something dynamic happen. That's what we want you to do. You know, there's going to be times where we'll take a little shot over the top. But at the same time, I still want you to be able to make something happen. Ayuk, he does not go down on the first, the second, maybe even third hit.
Right.
And the same thing with Debo. You really have to tackle him. You got to gang tackle him.
Absolutely, 100% sure, man. So I've been asking you a lot of questions, and I said this is a show for the faithful. So let me shut up. I'm gonna let you get to your point, and then we're gonna get somebody else on here too. So take your time. I'm not rushing you at all. I don't know. You might be the only caller I get all show, so I'm not rushing you at all. But I'm gonna be listening to what you have to say, man.
Mike, you very modest. You know this show is super popular, man. Y'all got 10,000 subscribers, baby. Everybody want to get in here and chat it up with y'all. But I'll just say this because I want to let other people get in here. For me, the number one issue that I've been having the past couple of weeks is the offensive line.
Okay.
Why are we playing with the offensive line? Why is Daniel Brunskill the center? Why is Tom Compton with his worthless trash self on the field?
So
why is Cole McKivitz being subbed in and out for Tom Compton? And then randomly, Haramis Grasu just recently goes on the COVID-19 list. Really? Like, this is there's something afoot, and I don't know what it is, and I don't like it.
You're asking really good question. Now, before you say what your thing is, I want to get you to try to answer your own question. Do you think it's talent? Do you think it's evaluation by the coaching staff? Who do you put the onus on for the constant shuffling? Is it players saying, "Hey, I can't do it"? Put someone else in. Like what? How do you like when you see this happening the way it is? Like you said, there's people being brought in and out. McKivitz in 4 plays, out 4 plays. Like what's going? How do you assess that, and who do you put the onus on?
That's talent evaluation. And the reason I say that is because of how bad of a spot we're in with the injuries. I think Kyle has mentally said to himself, we don't have Jimmy, we're probably not going to a Super Bowl. So I'm going to mess around with this offensive line and tinker with it in some of these games. I know we can't win because we don't even have the base offense around Jimmy that we normally would have if he was in, which is why you see McKivitz, why you see Tom Compton. But the thing is, for me, where is Weston Richburg? Why is he not on the field? We paid Weston Richburg a hefty fee.
Well, he's injured, though.
Never on the field to earn the money. He's supposed to be back after this bye week. He didn't have more than enough time to recover from that torn patella and that shoulder surgery, as well as Ronald Blair. But the thing is, Ronald Blair doesn't make as much money as Weston Richburg, so I'm not going to put that on him. Richburg needs to get on the field and earn his paycheck. I'm really tired of us paying dudes. We got $80.8 million in cap space on the IR. That's pathetic.
Talk about it, bro. Listen, I hear you, man. Now, the question is this now. If Weston Richburg comes back in, I'm assuming that we bump Brunskill back to right guard. So do you think that solves the woes of the offensive line? Is that a fixer right there? Like, is that an immediate improvement on how things have been going?
It's an immediate improvement strictly because, though I don't like Weston Richburg because he's an injury-prone player, the man does know how to call out protections properly. That's our issue. You got to think about it. How do we continue to get killed by what's the kid's name, the DB from the Saints?
The Gardner Johnson dude. Yeah.
Gardner Johnson. Now, I'm a Johnson, so I got to appreciate the greatness that he displayed.
I won't even pause that.
But I can't. You mean to tell me nobody, the running back didn't even take it upon himself? Hey man, it's a passing play. I might want to pick this dude up. I see him. I know he's coming. Like at some point, the players have to take accountability and say to themselves, "I know what coach wants me to do, but at the end of the day, this guy's been killing us." Gardner Johnson and Demario Davis lived in our backfield. I'm pretty sure they know Nick Mullen's life story by now. Are you planning on children? What's going on in the world? You know, do you like pasta, or are you more of a kind of guy? All these things happen, bro. But that's what I'm saying. If you put Richburg in, he can call out the protections. He can tell certain guys, hey, get this done, get that done. Hey, this guy's coming. You know, call out whatever nicknames they use for certain things and certain things they yell out across the line. You know, I don't care whether it's a funny nickname. You know, Tupac. You know,
right.
Biggie. Whatever. You know, they call out something that tells everybody on the line, hey, do this instead of this.
Right.
But that's the only thing that I like about him. He has a good command of the offensive line. When he's healthy, but that ain't very often.
Right.
So I think if you put Richburg in and you put Brunskill back at center, that's a fix for the offensive line, and it gives Nick more time. If Nick has enough time, he can make some plays. And if you see, he loves him some Brandon Ayuk, and him and Richie have a great connection, and you know he knows KB. So these are all things that bring the continuity that Shanahan wants. And even if we get bumped in the first round, at least it was a winning season. At least you have a good rapport for your guys for next year. You go in and you're saying to yourself, hey, we didn't win the Super Bowl. We were decimated by injuries, but we still made the playoffs. That tells me we can win. We have 41 free agents next year. 41. And we've got a lower cap. There's a whole host of things that are going to happen next year.
Yeah.
But if you give those guys that winning spirit, I'll tell you right now, if a guy really loves the game of football, a guy will take a discount to stay on a winning team. Look at what the Patriots did. How many people they lowball? Why? Because they wanted to win. I'm telling you right now, Julian Edelman could have got paid big bucks wherever he went. Tom Brady was the most underpaid Super Bowl winning quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. All right. You making some great points, man.
They wanted to win. They wanted to win. So they said, you know what? I'm not going to suck up all the cap space. I'm going to go ahead and make sure we got enough people to do what we need to do and get these damn rings. And now what's Tom Brady doing? Walking around with 6 rings laughing at people. He ain't tripping. He in Tampa Bay trying to possibly get another one.
Tapping into his inner Michael Jordan. Yeah, I hear you, man. You know, and they working towards it. You know, they up and down, but at least they got something, you know, they're looking forward to. They're on the positive side of the win-loss record, and you know, they're hoping to keep it that way, man. You know, and by the way, I should have said this at the top. I'm not opposed to people coming in on video either if somebody wants to. It doesn't just have to be a call-in show. If you guys are interested in video, send the text to the text number. Oh, I love that the Ravens lost. I love that the Ravens lost, man. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I absolutely love that they lost.
Hey, look, my thing is, and then you got to think about it like this: we're going to produce at least 2, possibly even 3 playoff teams just from our division.
Yeah.
And you got to think about it: if the Rams lose tomorrow night, what does that do? That opens the door.
Well,
That's
and not only that, people got to remember that the Seahawks and the Rams have to play each other again. You know, these teams have to play each other one more time. So there's losses that are coming. They're coming. If we just got to get back on our P's and Q's.
Yeah, but we literally have the unfortunate thing is we got to win out. That's the unfortunate thing. We have to win out because we got to get to at least 10-6 to get into those playoffs. There is no choice. We have to, because I think the NFC is too competitive. You know, the NFC least is going to produce only one playoff contender because that division is trash. But at the end of the day, somebody's going to start. You know, somebody's going to win from that division because they're the division winner. I think who is it? I think was it the Rams that won our division at 7-9 one year?
No, that was the Seahawks. Seahawks.
But Seahawks, yeah, 7-9. So it can be done.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I think basically if we put the offensive line back the way it is, and if Ridgeberg gets up off his and comes in here and earns his paycheck, then we'll be better for it. If Blair can come back, that's going to help the defensive line because his get off is nasty. And let's just pray to God D4 retires.
Mm-hmm.
Because if not, they better cut him. If they don't cut him, then we're wasting money. Because you're holding out hope for a dude that just ain't about to come back.
Right.
The man is sitting on the bench damn near the whole season. And he ain't making once again, it's another injury-prone player sucking up cap space.
All right, you're going to make me cry, man. Dion, you're about to make me cry, bro. I got to go, man. I got to go. You're about to make me upset over here. I'm about to cry about my man D Ford. So, but I appreciate you, big dog. And stay tuned in. Like I said, I don't know who else plans on jumping in. But like I said, later on, if we're still rocking and you want to jump on, let me know, okay?
All right, man. I appreciate you, Mike. Hey, man, love the show. Thank you for everything. Once again, prayers up for Breezy, everybody.
Absolutely.
Pray out there for that man. He said he was at 65% last I saw on Twitter. I want him to get fully back to 100%. He's such a good person, man. I love his light and his energy, and I'm sending nothing but good vibes and positivity that man's way.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, man. We appreciate it. You know, the what's going on in society right now with this virus is getting closer to home for a lot of people, you know, and so prayers out to Breezy and anybody else going through it. I think Royce was going through it also. One of our faithful viewers, Royce was going through it as well. So, you know, it's something that we have to be cautious and mindful of. We just got to, we just got to keep rocking, man. We got to hold tight and be positive, you know. Let me get back to this app really quick if I could find it. I just lost how do I lose an app on my phone? Where'd it go? What's it called? Oh, there it is. All right, guys. So the phone line is open. The number's going across the bottom of the screen there, 628-888-3443. My man said we got to move on from D Ford. Oh, I almost cried, man, because listen, man, I feel like I know what happens with the Niners. I feel like the Niners get somebody, that person struggles here, or they are always injured, and then they get healthy and they go somewhere and boom, they're going to shine. All right. Now, I don't have many examples of that happening, especially in the last couple of years. But I just feel like it's going to happen if we move on from D Ford. And that's not a reason to keep somebody. If they're not living up to their contract that you gave them, you have to move on. It's that simple. They have to move on or they have to restructure, right? So I understand the sentiment. I really, really do. But yeah, so let's see who else plans on calling in. If anybody is out there, you guys want to jump in, man, let us know. Royce, I see the comment here. Yeah, he said, yeah, it sucks, so it's happening, man. It's getting closer and closer. And then, my line of work, I see people with it all the time. A lot of my patients are COVID positive. So, it's not cool, man. It's not cool. Let me see here. What comments are we talking about? I see some of the ladies in here. I see Sin and Mariah in here. Hi, ladies. Hello. Al, Ghost is in here. Ghost says that Jimmy Garoppolo was a truth. We should not be talking negative about Jimmy Garoppolo. All right, we got another call here. Make sure the background is turned down. We're going to put you on speakerphone here, and let's talk. Who are we speaking with?
Hello, how's it going? I'm a 49ers fan that's in your show, that I like to watch your show.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you for calling in. Thank you very much, man. What are your thoughts on the team, man? What do you want to talk about?
I mean, the injuries, I guess we couldn't even catch a break this week, right? Because we've had so many guys also go on COVID list.
Yeah, it was weird to me, man. You know, even on a bye week, you expect to be like, I remember back in the Harbaugh era, like when the bye week came, you hope players didn't get in trouble off the field. You hope that there weren't fights or, you know, any arrests or DUIs and stuff like that. And this bye week, I was like, all right, we're not going to hear anything from injuries. At least no one's going to get hurt. And then here we are adding like 4 more people to the COVID list. I'm like, damn, even when we're not doing stuff, people are getting, you know, put on IR and lists that where they can't participate. I'm like, we can't catch a break. Well, maybe all we catch are breaks, but it's getting rough out there, man. It's a big concern, but there's a silver lining in everything. People go down, more people come up, and you get to test the depth. At what point do we get tired of testing the depth? How do you feel about all that?
I feel like, I don't know when it's gonna like stop from having to test the depth, because I think guys are gonna get tired too, especially guys who aren't used to playing this much, because they're usually, depth guys. And I don't know how much we're gonna be able to play catch up like that. That's been a concern of mine throughout the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's definitely a concern. These people have to go out there and they got to show. And the thing is, it's really about rotation. It's not just about depth, right? We have to have a solid rotation of players, not just guys who can come in and play. A lot of players can come in and play. It's the NFL, but we have to have people who can come in and play at a high level. What is this? I don't know what that is. All right. So was there anything else that you wanted to touch on, man?
I guess like guys who need to get cut and like obviously I think the number one guy is D Ford, because I mean I would have said Quan Alexander, I guess, but we already did that. Right.
Yeah, they moved on from him already. What are your thoughts on Tart? Do you want to see Tart come back?
Honestly, I'm not really sure, because I mean I personally don't think he's that bad, but it's also like he hasn't stayed healthy throughout the time with us. And I mean, if you can't play, if you're not available, like I don't know if he should really be. Yeah, I think it depends how much he's asking for. Because if he's asking for a lot, like then obviously no, because then he'll just take up our cap space.
Right. I respect that. That's a good point too, man. You never, a lot of times when we do these shows, we always think about what players are going to get on the open market. Dion alluded to it in the last call, and I think you're doing the same thing here, where players, it's not wrong for them to take a little bit of a discount if they wanted to. If they wanted to return, they can do those things, So I guess, what you're saying makes a point. It depends on what Tart is going to be asking for next season. Now, this team is primed when healthy for a Super Bowl run. And that's something that the 49ers have in their favor. A lot of other teams can't say that. So, for example, if the Jacksonville Jaguars come calling because they run a similar style defense, are they going to come and say, hey, Tart, why don't you come over here? But then Tart's going to be like, well, I could stay at San Francisco and they'll probably have some other guys there and I can take less money, but I can secure my spot in history. I can win a Super Bowl and then I could probably get more. What if he signs a 1 or 2 year deal? Would you be opposed to that? A cheap 1 or 2 year deal?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. I think that could be something that we look forward to. A lot of people are on the Tart train. Tart should be gone. So we'll continue to discuss it as the show goes on. But thanks for your call, man. I really appreciate it. Do you want to leave a social media or anything like that? I should have told the same thing to Dion, my bad. But any social media or anything like that you're on, you want people to follow you?
I actually do run an Instagram that I post Niners news on. It's 49er Media. It's all lowercase and no special characters or anything on Instagram.
All right. Now, is it 49ers with an S or just 49er Media?
49er Media.
No S. Okay. So you guys make sure you get over there if you're on IG. head over there to 49er Media and give them a follow. All right. I'm going to go do that too. All right.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in and thanks for the support. We appreciate it. My man. That's what I'm talking about. When he said, something interesting about Tart, a lot of people are saying that they're over Tart because we want playmakers in the secondary. They're saying Tart and Jimmy Ward just don't make enough plays. We even saw in the last game, I believe it was the last game, maybe the second to last game, where Jimmy Ward had his hand, like the ball was right there. It was right, just bring it in. And he dropped it right through his hands. It had the potential to be a game-changing play, and it didn't work. We were right there. We were so close to it happening, but we didn't quite get there. So, stuff like that is going to continue to happen. Let me pull up this app again. Seems like every time I exit. All right. And I don't know if I should be reading this text on the air or not, but my man Callie sending in the text. I appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Good stuff here. So this part I can read on the air. He says, do you think if we let go of D Ford, if we can re-sign Hyder and Blair, maybe we can make up for Ford's production at defensive end? It's a really good question because Blair is also pegged to be a free agent this offseason. So I'm not sure. I was really, really excited about Blair. And I think one of the things that's going to happen with Ronald Blair in particular, y'all are going to think I'm crazy for this, but I think that if Ronald Blair, I think Ronald Blair's future with the 49ers is tied directly to Robert Saleh. That's what I think. We've heard Shanahan talk about Saleh's man crush on Ronald Blair. We've heard Robert Saleh go to the microphone and confirm how he feels about Ronald Blair. He loves Ronald Blair. And I think that if Robert Saleh goes somewhere else, he's looking to take Ronald Blair with him. I just think that's how it plays out. But we'll have to see what happens. I'm not opposed to it. I would love to get Blair back. And Hyder has shown, oh my God, he can be a very, very good depth piece. You want to keep a guy like Hyder around in the mix because he's doing his damn thing. He's leading the team in sacks and pressures and all that stuff. So, that's what it is. All right, we got another text here. Oh, this is a long one. I'm going to read it out loud. So hopefully I don't say anything wrong. We need to cut Jimmy G loose after this season and get a mobile quarterback to buy us more time for plays to develop. And our left side of the O-line sucks. Everyone knows speed kills. Strength. Oh, speed kills strength. Trent Williams bulked up while not playing, but he clearly didn't increase in speed. He's getting burned time after time. And we can't go deep. The freaking Dolphins look like they went and got Jerry Rice to play against us. Come on, man. This is Delvin from Jacksonville, Florida. Delvin, thanks for the text, man. It's a lot to unpack in here. We've been talking about Jimmy Garoppolo here, and I think when it comes to Jimmy, I would have a different opinion on him if I saw one thing. If I saw Jimmy Garoppolo throwing the ball downfield more, I would have a very different opinion. I'm not worried about the success rate. That's not what bothers me. Incomplete passes are going to happen. There's batted passes, incomplete passes, intercepted passes, drop passes. Like there's a million things that can happen when a quarterback throws a pass. I never judge somebody on the success of a play. I judge them on the attempt of the play. And I don't see enough of Jimmy willing to take those shots. Uh-oh. I like this area code calling in. Let's see. All right, make sure you have your background turned down. All right, here we go. Who are we speaking to?
My name is Shalom. I'm 16 and I'm from Philly.
Philly in the building.
Yeah. So I've been like itching over people saying we need to get over Jimmy G because you guys said in the show before, like Jimmy G brings us the best like possibility to win, right? So why would we get rid of him?
All right, defend your quarterback. Let's go. Defend your QB.
No, you know what I mean? Like, why would we take a new quarterback who barely knows the system, has to take a whole off season, or maybe even half the season, like they did with Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts? Like maybe they're gonna put in Jalen. I think it's Jalen Hurts. I can't remember. Like, why would we want to do that when we have Jimmy G, who knows the system and has the chemistry with the players? You know what I mean?
Right. All right. No, I understand that. Now let me ask you this then. Would you be opposed to the Niners drafting a quarterback in the first round and keep Jimmy one more year while that guy learns the playbook?
Well, usually quarterbacks in the first round are more pricey than like third rounders and fourth rounders.
Of course, for sure.
Like, if you let's say you draft that kid out of BYU, he's gonna want
Wilson.
more than a kid from like the third round. And then if the kid from the third round is like somehow better than the kid from BYU, it's just that you lost money there. If you know, like, you know what I mean?
So you're saying if you want to draft somebody that high, they better be getting in there and playing right away.
Yeah. So like from.
Hello. Hold on. Something happened and knocked us off a speaker, I think.
Yeah.
All right, wait. What did you just say? We lost you for a second. Sorry.
Oh, you did. I think on my AirPods. Let me take it.
No. It wasn't you. A text came through and it knocked us off a speakerphone.
Oh, okay, my fault. So I have to watch the Eagles game every weekend, and I see Carson Wentz struggling out there, and then I'm just like, why don't they put in
Jalen Rager? Hurt. Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, and just let him get like they bring him in for like gadget plays, like you saw against the Niners earlier this year, like where they just brought him to hand the ball off or whatever, and just let him throw the ball or something. You know what I mean? And because obviously this Carson Wentz thing isn't working, but that's not we're not in the same situation as the Eagles where we do have a healthy quarterback and he's not producing. I mean, when Jimmy was in, he was producing. It's just first of all, we had terrible O-line play. Our starters were out, and then everything fell on Jimmy, right? Like you can at least try to agree with that because most of our starters weren't there when Jimmy was in. The first week, I'll give you the Cardinals because the Cardinals are a good team this year. I came into that game expecting we'd win, but of course, over the season, like the Cardinals have proven they're a good team in the West. So I'll give you the Cardinals, but unlike other teams we should not have lost to, like the Eagles, the Dolphins. I don't know what happened that game, but that's what I'm saying. Jimmy G's my quarterback. I don't want to draft a high quarterback in the first round. It just doesn't make sense to me when Jimmy G has all this chemistry and stuff. All
right, now I'm not trying to talk you out of Jimmy G, but are you satisfied with what you've seen from him this season?
No, I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied at all.
All right, so that's what okay. So tell me how you would like to see him improve. If you could change, don't give me everything. Just if you could give me one thing that you think Jimmy Garoppolo could improve upon, what would it be?
I think it's probably just his decisiveness on the field, because you saw last year, right? I was watching like highlights of him last year. He would just throw the ball, like he had the quickest release. And Kyle Juszczyk said that, like, he was a really quick release, and he threw the ball to the person, like, his first or second read. Now he's, like, you've seen, he's fiddling, he jumps a lot, and he second guesses himself a lot. And they're just saying, like, there's only two people in the battlefield, the quick and the dead, right? So Jimmy was quick last year. This year, he's not quick. So I just want to see him just make decisions more quickly. That's what makes him good.
Quick decisions. Okay. All right, man. Look, I appreciate you, man. From one PA guy to another, I appreciate you for watching. And how'd you find us, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, after the Eagles game, I just went on YouTube to watch the pressers, and then I have a lot of 49ers tweets and I recommended, and I just saw your stream. I was like, well, like I want to see like what other fans, because I was heated after that game.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to see if anyone else was heated. And, like, I went into the stream, and I got hooked. Like, I remember I have this weird thing where I play Madden, and then I have your streams on in the background. And I don't know, I just do that for, like, this whole season pretty much. It's just, I don't know. It's just a weird thing I do.
All right, no, it's cool, man. I appreciate it. So you're fairly new. So I appreciate it, man. And thanks for checking us out and subscribing, bro.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
No problem, man. You take it easy. My man, 16 years old, calling from Philly, PA in the building. That's what I'm talking. See, man, Pennsylvania stand up. I know I'm a Jersey boy, but I live in PA now, so I'm right here. I'm right here where my man is. So that's good. All right. Let me see. I think I have a missed call. Was it a missed call? Let me see. Hold on. I got to learn how to use this app, guys. I apologize. Let me see. Call history. All right, so someone from 541 called. I'm going to give you a call back. If you don't answer, it's okay. But I'm going to give you a call back now. I'm not going to put it on speakerphone in case your voicemail says your phone number. Hello? It's not ringing.
Yo.
Oh, right. We got an answer. All right. You are on live with Nothing But Niners. Who we speaking to? What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. I just heard that. I don't know. You had a guy from Jacksonville make a comment about Trent Williams. That was totally false. Before the last game started, do you know how many snaps it was before Trent Williams allowed a pressure or a sack? 183 snaps. Before the last game started, Trent Williams has not allowed a sack or pressure in 283 snaps.
So what's
also,
that? That's what, 3 games? That's 3 games?
It's going all the way back to the Miami Dolphins game, bro. It's going all the way back to that game.
Okay.
Now, then let's go to Laken Thompson, right? You know Laken Thompson, the first time he got a penalty was this last game that we played.
Yep.
He didn't get a penalty until game 10, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So to send a message and say, oh, the left side of the line sucks, you sound stupid as hell. I'm sorry. Whoever you are from Jacksonville, whatever your name is, you sound dumb as hell. The right side of the line, that's a different story. Now, if you want to say the right side of the line is trash, we can say that, right? Mike McGlinchey hasn't lived up to his potential. Being, I think we picked him number 9 in the first round. He's digressed, right?
This is Dre, guys, in case you can't tell. This is Dre.
He's very good at run blocking. He has a 91 overall run blocking grade, and when you go to his pass protection grade, it goes down to 53. Right, so inconsistent on his pass blocking grade. Right guard position. We've been switching guys from center to the right guard, so there is no cohesion between that right guard position and Mike McGlinchey, right? And then we already know what the center is doing. I thought Grassley was doing pretty good, besides for one game. Kyle Shanahan had a short leash on him, and then he switched it up. And we were playing games with Tom Compton. So for anybody to say that the left side of the line is trash and it's the problem, you sound stupid and you don't know football. I don't know what else to say.
Wait, so let me ask you this question, Dre, because you're coming at me from a statistical standpoint. It sounds like stats and PFF. When you watch the games, are you telling me that you're satisfied with what the left side of the line is doing? It's not a loaded question. It's not a trick question. I'm asking you from what do your eyes tell you about the left side of the offensive line?
Yes. You say that one more time?
What do your eyes tell you about the left side of the offensive line? Are you satisfied with what the left side is doing?
My eyes tell me that the left side of the line is way better than the right side of the line.
No. Wait. Hold on. That's not. I think the offensive line is playing poor. Period. Left side, right side, down the middle. But I'm asking you, are you satisfied with the left side of the line?
Yeah.
Okay.
The right side of the line has allowed the right side of the line has allowed twice as many sacks and almost 3 times as more pressures, Mike. I mean, you just look at the numbers, bro. It's real simple. I don't understand what people. I don't understand how people don't see it, and I don't understand how people don't know how to read numbers.
That's how.
The shit is easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to 10 to 20 to 100. If you know how to count, then you can clearly see that the sacks, the penalties, and the pressures are twice to 3 times as more than the left side of the line.
Now, Dre, don't you think?
We're not even talking about the center position.
Don't you think that's how it's supposed to be? Don't you think that teams
don't? I think that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, don't teams?
No, it ain't supposed to. Hell no, it ain't supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to be like that.
Dre, you gotta listen to what I'm saying, bro. All defenses do.
Like last year. It's supposed to be like last year, bro. It's supposed to be like last year, where the offensive line played pretty damn good the entire year. We didn't have that many problems.
Right, you don't want problems, but what I'm asking you is this: when teams send pressure, what side of the line do they send the pressure to? They send it to whoever they think is the weaker lineman, right? So they're gonna send them to the right side.
And that's Mike McGlinchey's ass.
Right. So doesn't it make sense that's where the pressures are coming from?
Why wouldn't it happen last year like that, Mike?
I think because he had Brunskill and other people over there. I don't know. Listen to me. I am not happy with the offensive line play, period. You can blame Mike, you can blame Trent, you can blame Grasu, who you can plug anybody in there.
I'm not blaming Mike. I'm blaming the entire right side of the line, and I'm also blaming Parag and the 49ers for giving Weston Richburg a 5-year, $47 million contract. That's what I'm blaming.
My man,
That's
not
like. That's who I'm blaming. I mean, come on, bro. Do you know Weston Richburg has only played 20 games in the Niners uniform, and he's been here going on 4 years?
I honestly, I didn't even think it was that much. So you surprised me. Surprised me.
I love Weston Richburg. I think he was having a Pro Bowl year last year, and what his injury last year was a freak accident. One of his own guys rolled up on the back of his leg, and you know what I mean? Like, that's just such a freak accident. But had that not have happened, Weston Richburg might have been a Pro Bowler last year.
Yeah, for sure.
He played really good. He's a really good center in the NFL.
Hey, I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to get your response. I'm going to let you go. But Outsiders posted a really good question here, and I can't wait to hear your response to this. He says, Mike, what do you think about trading Kittle to get an elite quarterback? Now, this is a loaded question because I don't think Kittle and an elite quarterback is just an even exchange, right? I don't think that you're going to get a guy like look, all right, I'll give it to you like this. Everyone thinks Aaron Rodgers is on his way out of Green Bay because they drafted the guy in the first round. What do you think George Kittle plus what to get Aaron Rodgers, and would you do it?
Bro, so you're going to trade a tight end, the best tight end in the league, for an elite quarterback, and the tight end still needs an elite quarterback to throw him the ball? What?
So you wouldn't do that? So you're telling me you would?
It's not a possibility, bro.
So you wouldn't do it?
So I'm going to trade my quarterback that throws him the ball? That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to need to get the best tight end in the game and not have a quarterback throw.
But they have their quarterback of the future on that route. They drafted my man in the first round. They think that's their guy. So it's not for us to decide if the Packers are willing to part with Aaron Rodgers for George Kittle and let's say a third. Would you do it as a Niners fan?
Man, I don't know. Hey, because all right, so let's think about it like this. We see how George Kittle plays the game, right?
I love this
and
question.
I've been the one to advocate that said George Kittle needs to add more tricks to his bag because his old tricks is getting him hurt, right? Dude just got $75 million, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What did he get, 75 or 70?
Yeah, 70 million. 70.
You can't stay on the field.
Nope.
You play against a Miami Dolphins team and you only have 2 receptions and you just got George. Like, something is not working for you, guy. I mean, at this point, Aaron Rodgers might have a longer shelf life than George Kittle because he plays the game so violently. He wants to run through everybody's face, and Mother Nature and the human body is telling you, "Hey, bro, I can't take this. I don't know what you're gonna do, but you're gonna have to do something because that body's starting to break down. He has a torn labrum. He's been very stout about not having surgery to repair that torn labrum.
Right.
Now you got possibly a Liz Frank. I don't know if it's exactly a Liz Frank, but it's a broken bone in the foot, right? Then you got the bone that chipped off of his ankle last year, where he didn't have surgery to repair that. Remember, Solid said it was like a piece of tree bark that got knocked off of his ankle. So that's 3 significant injuries, bro, already, and you just got your new contract.
Right.
$75 million is a lot of money, bro. All of that #pay George Kittle. Well, he got paid, and look what's happening. And I love George Kittle. Don't get me wrong, but man, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, Mike. Mike, me and you've been saying.
Come on now, don't get me started, Drake.
I've been with you. I said the same thing. I love George Kittle, but I wouldn't have did more than 50. That's just me.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because look what's happening. So would I trade George Kittle in the third for Aaron Rodgers? If I can get 5 years out of Aaron Rodgers, I possibly would.
All right.
If I can get 4 to 5 years out of Aaron Rodgers, I possibly would. Because if you look at the way George Kittle plays, man, I don't know, bro. Like he's had so many close calls. I mean, look at the game against the Cardinals with Buda Baker. That could have been an ACL. So it's only a matter of time before it's a Nick Bosa and he's getting carted off the field if he doesn't change up the way he plays. He has to add some more tricks to his bag in order for him not to take the punishment that he takes. And half of it is his fault because he just wants to run through everybody's face. So he has to change some of those things, man.
Yeah.
I feel like George Kittle is a guy who sells the 49ers to fans. Love to have him on the team. It would be very hard to give him up. So, but, for an elite quarterback, man, you don't find those. The elite quarterbacks come dime a dozen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. It's a tough one, but, I just hope that he figures out a way to play a little bit differently to where he doesn't play so violent and he doesn't hurt himself no more, bro. Because if he hurts himself, then it hurts us because we need him on the field.
All right, bro. Good talking to you, man. Stay tuned and maybe we can get you on later on or something, all right?
All right, bro.
All right, be safe. My man, Dre. Listen, man, I love this question here from outside. I haven't been able to read all the comments in here. I did see somebody say my screen is acting up. Am I good? Can y'all see me? We good? So listen, if anybody out there, okay, first of all, elite quarterback for a tight end. I understand this is a hypothetical, but the situation that I just presented to you guys was Aaron Rodgers, because they drafted Love in the first round. They think Love is their future. Aaron Rodgers in particular. Listen, I would take that in a heartbeat. If they took George Kittle straight up for Aaron Rodgers, even if I only got 3 years out of Aaron Rodgers, I think the Niners win the Super Bowl twice in those 3 years. That's how much I believe that we just need a quarterback to throw the ball down. No, I did not John Cena, y'all. What I did, this is the 28. Man, never mind. All right, I see. This is when I need Breezy on here. This is when I need Breezy on here. Bro. All right. This is like Jersey in the building. Let's see who we got here. Make sure the background is turned down. I'm putting you on. And who are we speaking with?
Hi, Mike.
Is this Melissa?
Yes, it is.
Let's go. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm ready. I'm ready for the heat because I know you're bringing something. Are you trading George Kittle for Aaron Rodgers?
Hell, fuck no.
No? What?
Dude, okay. Can everyone just chill for a second? This motherfrigger was injured for 2 freaking years. 2 years, may I remind everybody. In a row before the 2019 year, where they lost off on the playoffs, because his scrawny little freaking old ass tried to come back into the damn game, and Mike McCarthy had to bench his story butt because they had no chance at the playoffs. And then he pouted the entire offseason because his story ass had to be tanked and sat because he wanted to come in for a pointless time when he was still the only quarterback there.
Wow.
Y'all keep your old ass quarterback in Green Bay.
What? How would you not take? So you really like Kittle? Like you think Kittle's like the one?
This is not about Kittle. This is about Aaron. I don't like Aaron. I don't like his attitude.
Okay.
I don't like how he plays in California. I don't like that he can't stay healthy. I don't like how old he is and how expensive he's going to be.
I mean, but the $70 million for Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we only end up paying another $10 million a year, so it's not that expensive, right? I mean, a lot of it's tied up in bonuses and all. So,
okay, fine, but cut it down to this thing then. Aaron Rodgers is one of the most bullheaded people to come into the league in the last 20 years. You're going to put him up against Kyle Shanahan. Do you really see Shanahan bending over backwards to fit in Aaron Rodgers? And if they start going and losing, who the hell is going to win out in that scenario? The coach that you've just signed for a whole bunch of years, or the whole future Hall of Famer that you brought in?
No, well, see, okay, so, and that's the beauty of it, right? Aaron Rodgers knows that he's no longer getting head coaches fired. He's aware of that now. He got one head coach fired. That was Mike McCarthy.
But he's been trying to undermine Matt LaFleur every time they struggle.
And what did Matt LaFleur do? He drafted a quarterback in the first round, and that was Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly, but what did he go into? He created this thing where he goes on a Pat McAfee show every freaking week and whines about the state of the freaking damn Packers. And then, to top it all off, not only does he have to go and be be like this big, my buddy AJ's on the show with me and all this other stuff. He goes, my worst years are some of the best statistical years for everybody else. He's one of the most smug-ass guys, and what has he done for it? He hasn't even been winning a NFC championship game since 2010. Since Jay Cutler.
I like this.
Okay? Y'all hate on Jimmy all you want. Jimmy deserves all the criticism he deserves, whatever have you. Aaron Rodgers not won a single NFC championship game since 2010 against Jay fucking Cutler.
I like this. I told y'all she was going to bring heat. You see what you did outside of this? This is the stuff that you get me into, bro. This is what you get me into. But listen, Aaron Rodgers is a drama queen because he hates losing. What's the difference between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady? Rings.
They both are big, whiny, spoiled brats.
And both of them would make this team.
Worth the headache.
Both of them would make this team immediate Super Bowl contenders. Right?
Okay. And you're telling me if Tom Brady had done that, like the hold up 4 fingers for the Niners, and he had lost that game against someone like the Bears, that Niner fans wouldn't be getting rid of Garoppolo for that?
I mean, no, there's been games where people are like, look, last year there were games where I was like, hey, I'm glad we have Garoppolo over Brady. There were games where I said that last year. I meant it.
Okay,
but
I'm just saying, for me, and only me, because I don't speak for anyone else, Aaron Rodgers isn't worth the headache.
I like it. Hey, no. And I wanted your opinion.
Smart talk. Okay, now I have a question because I was on Niners New Orleans the other day, and I asked a question to Jason Ponte, who's also from New Jersey. So shout out to Jason for
Jersey
being
in the building.
Okay, so my question to you: how would you feel if the Giants get into the playoffs and we're also in the top 10?
Wait, in the playoffs and in the top 10? What do you mean by in the top 10?
Top 10 in the draft. Because right now, the way the East is going, they can do both.
No, they can't. Because so what happens is when teams enter the postseason, it's shuffled from those 14 teams. So whoever wins the Super Bowl is pick 32. Whoever loses the Super Bowl is pick 31. So it's automatically reshuffled. So it can't be both.
So then my question is, how would you feel if they're in the playoffs and we're in like the top 5?
And we're in the top 5? Like we're picking top 5?
Yep.
Well, I mean, I don't like the Giants. They're one of my top 5 most hated teams. So I can't say what I want to say, but bang bang on them. I don't like the Giants. And if we're picking top 5, we better get Trevor Lawrence. That's how I feel. If we're picking top 5, you trade up and make sure you get Trevor Lawrence. That's how I feel about it. Let the Giants be dumb enough to get into the playoffs. And see, like that's the argument that I'm having here.
Also, you said you don't remember any Niners doing well outside of Niner world. But my question to you is, what the hell Giant have we ever brought in that's worked out for us?
What Giant player have we brought in that worked out for us?
Brandon Jacobs. Manningham,
Mario
Richburg.
Manningham.
You name a damn Giant that we brought in, and none of them panned out.
Oh, a Giant. No, I mean, in that same time frame, I think you might be right. Manningham was decent. He was decent, but the problem is that he was the same exact type of wide. I mean, you have to remember when we had Manningham, it was Manningham.
One catch, one barely there. I barely keep my foot in their catch, and then, I mean, and I still will never forgive Kyle Williams for that stupid thigh thing in the championship game. But still,
you said the name. We're not supposed to say that name. You said the name. You said it. No, but I'm just saying, like the problem with the Niners wide receivers that year was that they were all the exact same type of wide, like Manningham, Crabtree. There was another one I can't remember who, but they were all the same exact type of.
Brandon Jacobs.
Well, he was just stiff. He wouldn't run forward. He kept running east to west. So it was a pain in the ass.
You asked something earlier that got me a little rattled. So you're saying that we're testing out all these guys on the O-line because they're trying to figure out who the hell is worth it and who's not worth it. And Justin School has regressed worse than just about anybody this past year.
Yes.
So my question is, if we're playing with the O-line and we're trying to justify Kyle's guys like Tom Compton and keeping Jeff for however long we've kept him and all these other guys, why the hell aren't we testing out guys like Josh Hockett, who could be the next future fullback starter if they don't want to pay Kyle Juszczyk up through the nose again with another huge-ass contract this offseason? Why aren't we seeing guys like that brought up instead of Kevin White being brought up and they're not even being used?
And they're not using them. You know, that's a really good question. And my honest answer is that because all these other guys who are being brought up, the majority of them are due to injuries. There's nothing wrong with Juice. He's still healthy and he's making a ton of money for his position.
Okay, but wouldn't it be better to use Juice as a wide receiver, a tight end, a running back, some other kind of offensive weapon, and then have somebody else be fullback and throwing blocks?
Yeah, absolutely.
Than to bring up a bunch of pointless receivers who can't do nothing?
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
And the same thing for the defense. You have Witherspoon's most likely out. Tart wants to make a whole lot of money. Ward can't stay healthy and is making a ton of money. So why not use Jamar Taylor and Tavarius Moore and all these other guys in the secondary just to test out what you have and who you should bring back?
Right.
I'm not saying tank. I'm saying if you're really going to keep playing with these positions, these people should actually test out who they have in their practice squad and who they have on their actual starting roster. I mean, what was it, 42 players that we have right now that are active? 42.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what makes no sense to me. And that's why when everyone says that you can't criticize Kyle Shanahan, he's head coach. He oversees everything. He's the final say on all these things. So I have a right to call out Kyle Shanahan because I don't understand why you're pushing Tom Compton, why you're pushing Nick Mullins, saying that Nick Mullins is my guy, and then the week after he screws up in Philly, you never tailor him out, no matter how bad he gets. And he was bad. He was like god-awful bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then you say CJ gets the job because CJ never lost the job, and then CJ struggles a little bit, and then CJ's pulled again, and Nick Mullins gets it back, and CJ's now not in it, and then Hasty has a few drops or fumbles or whatever, and now Hasty's gone, and now we're overusing Jet again. It's like Kyle Shanahan deserves a lot of blame for this year.
Shanahan
I know
has
he has
his
a ton
guys.
of injuries. I know there's a lot of bad shit going on with this whole COVID, no COVID. Kendrick Bourne never had it. Kendrick Bourne then had 3 other players be on the list on a short week against Green Bay, but now we got delayed and all this other crap, but Kyle deserves some of the crap that he's getting.
Absolutely. You know, what happens on a team that's struggling is that all of the negatives get highlighted. They stand out a lot more, right? And so a win disguises so many inadequacies on a team. If the offensive line struggled, but we happen to win that game, right? If the offensive line struggled,
like Mike Person would have gotten destroyed last year if we were losing more games.
Exactly.
Mike Person wasn't brought up more because we were winning games.
Because we won 13 games and made the Super. Exactly. So, you know, it's things like that hide the deficiencies on a team. And because we're losing so much and so often right now and so badly, we are dying to find who the person is to blame and see if it's something that we can correct. And so we're looking at every single one of these guys under a microscope. And unfortunately, it's results-based.
On 2 last questions, okay?
All right, let's do it.
My question to you. Is KB going to beat Eric Armstead? If we pay him the big money, are we going to regret it next year?
All right. I'm going to say no for 2 different reasons. One, I don't regret giving Eric Armstead big money. That's number 1. That's me.
Okay.
That's me. Number 2,
okay.
I think if we give KB big money, he is solidified as wide receiver 3, and the quarterbacks will have to utilize him more. And so,
and my last question to you, as an East Coast guy, so you're right in my backyard, and you have a Giant fan as a father, so you would understand my question to you. Do you hate when the rest of the fan base, because most of them are from the West Coast, if not actually California, do you hate when people come at you saying like you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to Carson Wentz and Sam Darnold and all these guys that we see here all the time on the East Coast, and they say that they're worth trading for?
Well, so I get it a little worse than that because, and yes, I do hate when people say you don't know what you're talking about. Well, one, it's an opinion. There's no fact or fiction either way, right? So if I think that a guy,
we see them a lot more. We see that they're balls. We see them all the time on TV. We listen to them on the fan, and we hear like Evan and Joe and all these Jet fans whine and whine and whine about how it's Adam Gase, it's not the quarterback. Adam Gase didn't make him say ghost on the sidelines during that Patriot game. So I mean, there's some mental hiccups when it comes to Sam Darnold. He can't shake things off. Carson Wentz, guy tries to do too much, and then he's way too injury prone, excluding that Clowney trying to take it off the back of his head thing last year. So I don't get why y'all have to hack us, because as East Coast people, we actually kind of see what we're talking about.
Yeah, no, we see it a lot more than what other people do, and you're absolutely right. But you can't let other people's opinions of you distract you or deter you from how you feel. That's one thing I've learned doing this. So
one last thing, because I saw it scrolling across the screen. What are your thoughts about bringing in Matt Ryan or the guy that just got fired, Dan Quinn?
Dan Quinn.
Because supposedly they're both Shanahan guys, but Shanahan threw them both under the bus for the Super Bowl loss. I think it was on the quarterback and the head coach. Do you really think that's a good idea to bring in the quarterback or the head coach he threw under the bus? And do we think Dan Quinn would actually work under Kyle after all that?
So, I think it's a weird transition to go from being one guy's boss to him being your boss. But if we lose Saleh, it's something that's a very, very strong possibility. How I would feel about it is irrelevant. I'd say, hey, if they do it, they do it, and I'm going to get behind Dan Quinn. This defense is different, so what I don't want them to do is try to grab somebody who comes in and they play a 3-4, and we've built up this defensive line to be a 4-3. You know what I mean? So if they're going to keep it the same way, then by all means. If they change up some of the responsibilities and the formations and all in the secondary and all that, then that's fine.
Yeah, because I think it was it Pasquini or Ponte brought it up on their show. They brought up the idea of bringing in Vic Fangio and going to 3-4. So that was interesting.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're built to be a 3-4. And the other thing is, as far as Matt Ryan goes, you're going to make people like turn the show off. But I want any quarterback that is willing to throw the ball downfield right now. Any quarterback. Right now, I just feel like we don't have it. And now I know people are going to say, oh, well, we don't have the offensive line and all that. That's fine. But we don't have the quarterback that we need. So I'm willing to try anybody. I just wouldn't want a guy like, I don't know. Aaron Rodgers excites me way more than Matt Ryan. He does. I think that he brings more to the table. I think he's a more cerebral guy. Matt Ryan's going to operate the system the way you tell him to operate it, and that's kind of what Kyle Shanahan wants. But I want a guy that can also think on his feet, and if a play breaks down or if he sees something that's not supposed to be, he can call that audible. So, you know.
Well, as long as it's not Stafford or Cousins, because I mean, neither one of them.
I don't want Cousins.
Neither one of them really seems like it.
I don't want Cousins
for anybody.
But I will say Stafford might not be a bad idea. All right, get off, because you're gonna get people hating me. I gotta let you go, Melissa. You're gonna get people like throwing shoes at their screen because of what you got me saying on here.
All right. Do you want to have my Twitter handle?
Yes, go ahead. You go ahead and say your Twitter handle. I'm gonna type it and put it up on the screen so people can go over there. And by the way, Dre is gonna kill you on Twitter as soon as I put this up there. So go ahead.
He constantly attacks everybody else on his show. He had Grant Cohen being like the life-sucking person that he was on the Niners All Day show. If he can call out anybody on his show, why the hell can't I bring up KB as a? Do you really think that he's going to be regretted if he gets the big money?
I like it.
I didn't put him under the bus. I didn't say that he was the worst person on the team. I didn't say anything negative. All I said was, do we really think that he's going to be worth the big money he wants?
I absolutely love it.
I didn't trash talk him.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So if he attacks me, he can attack me. That's fine.
But you're going to give it back, right? Damn, Aaron Rodgers threw an interception. Send them George Kittle right now. Send them Kittle right now. All right, go ahead. Give me your Twitter handle.
All right. It's NJIZZY, and there's a 49 in between the two. So it's NJ49 Izzy.
Is it NJ49 or 49er?
NJ49, just plain 49.
Boom, there it is. All right, I'm going to put it up on the screen.
On Twitter and Instagram. Big shout out to Callie. Birthday boy yesterday.
That's right, my man Callie yesterday. And my birthday is tomorrow, so I expect to see something. No, I'm kidding. No, my birthday really is tomorrow, but I don't expect to see anything. But yeah.
Happy birthday then, Mike.
Thank
over
you
the
very
air.
much.
And I hope Nick and BC both get better soon.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
you should bring on Silverado Kev again because we miss him.
Who?
Silverado Kev. You guys need to bring him back.
I don't know what Kev is doing, man. Let me send him a text after I get off with you, see what he's doing. Maybe he'll jump on for a little bit. All right. You be safe, Melissa. Thanks you for the call.
You too. Bye.
All right, bye. Jersey in the building, man. You can't just come at Jersey people, man. They clap back and they clap hard. They clap hard, man. That's what they do. Let me see. Hold on. What is this? All right. All right. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me send this message to Kev. Let's see what he's doing. All right. Let me send my man the link. Oh, wrong thing. See what happens when you copy and paste in passwords. That ain't it. All right, boom. There it is. All right, let's see what Kev does. You guys go over there, give her a follow. NJ49 Izzy in the building. She said that's Instagram as well. Oh, I gotta follow. Let me follow my other guy, 49er Media, because I went to do that and the phone was ringing in my hand. 49er Media on IG also. Do 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 do. Oh, look at that. The buzzer at the right time. My man got 15,000 subscribers. Man, what you doing on my show, bro? 15,000 subscribers. God, let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. You don't need my little sorry ass follow. All right. 49er. All right. I got him. All right, guys. Let me see. Where we at? George ain't got no time today, huh? What happened? George who? What did I miss? So, guys, I'm hearing some rumors that the 49ers, not just the Niners, but the league might be doing something weird with the cap this offseason. So I can't say much more at this moment. No, I don't like that one. Let's put the black box. We're going to go with the black box. I can't say much more at the moment, but I'm hearing that some other stuff might be in the works for the cap space this year. So we will have to see what's going on. Damn, y'all are killing my man Dre in the comments. All right, well, let me see what's going on. All right, anybody else want to call in, guys? I could do this for all day, man. This is easy. Y'all got me just chilling. Padilla, what's going on, man? I see you out there. Oh, let me check and see if any other text messages came through, because those things come through when I'm on and I don't see them. So all right. Oh man, I got a lot of text messages here. What does it say? All right. The caller is right about the numbers, but he is out of line for calling me dumb because I honestly haven't seen Trent Williams play since the Dolphins game. Oh, okay. So hey, listen, man, that's what Dre does. Don't take it personal, bro. Don't take it personal. Dre will call me dumb on my own show. Like, listen, don't take it personal. That's just how Dre speaks, guys. Don't take Dre's words to heart. All right, here we go. Hold on, we got another caller coming in. All right, make sure the background is turned off. I'm putting you on right now. Who are we speaking to?
What's up, man? What's up, Mike?
What's going on? Who is this? I know this voice. Cletus from Texas?
Yeah, Cleveland from Virginia, man.
Cleveland from Virginia. I always get it right. Man, you Cleveland, but you're from a place that's, you Cleveland from. All right, what's going on, Cleveland? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right. I called a couple of times. Remember, I'm the one that wanted Cam Newton on our team.
Oh, trust me, I remember, bro. You had people coming at us.
Yeah, I know, right? I was trending for all the wrong reasons.
What you been up to, brother? How you been?
Oh, I've been all right, man. I've been pleased with what I've seen with the 49ers so far, man.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I heard that wrong. Hold on. All right, you said you've been what?
I've been pleased with our play this year.
You said please, Pleased, like you like what you. All right, I'm gonna let you explain that.
I like. The things that pleases me is not the results of the game. Is Kyle Shanahan is more unpredictable this year. I'll say it that way.
Okay.
He's more unpredictable. He's not. The thing I know is don't broke. If it ain't broke, don't fix it type of thing. When it comes to when something's working, like our game plans from last year with all the running, we still doing schematic running, but the things that he's doing is to feed off that. Now the teams are prepared for that. Once you make it to the Super Bowl the next year, people are prepared for whatever you did that worked. So if Nick Mullins is getting all these reps, I think he's going to be our future quarterback.
Whoa, my head's going to explode. All right. I tell you what, man.
Nick Mullins is going to be better than what people think he is. I'm telling you. I can see it, man. I can see it. That game against Green, what is it? Green? No, what game was it that he came in?
The Raiders game.
I think the game that he came in and Richie James said, no. I'm sorry, not the game that Richie James had over 100 yards receiving. The game that Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt and he came in.
Okay,
that's what I meant.
Okay,
yeah, that game. That wasn't a fluke. Even though they was playing back, the defense, it was garbage time, but it wasn't garbage time that much.
Right. Like, only that last drive was garbage time. A lot of people will say that to try to downplay what Nick Mullins was doing, but only that last drive was garbage time. They were playing him just as aggressive. They were calling timeouts because they didn't like the formation. That wasn't just garbage time. Now that final drive was because the game was out of hand at that point. But before that, the first 2 touchdown drives he led were not garbage time touchdown drives. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I think that I would disagree with that. I mean, you're right from a sentiment, but don't no team like no one to score on them, no matter how many points they're up by. If you're out there, you're out there. You got a chance of getting hurt, so you're going to play to the best of your ability to stop someone from getting the end zone. Not maybe not a field goal, but in the end zone, they're not like trying to let you in there. They get bonus checks too and incentives,
right?
For the stop, like get interceptions, sacks,
You're absolutely right.
tackles. Nobody lets no one does anybody. I mean, do anything on them. Now, so
Cleveland, let me tell you, bro. You had me when you said that you were pleased with what the team was showing you, not the results. I thought where you were going to go was with the effort from these people that we haven't seen play before. And I thought that's what you were going to applaud, because that was something that I could get behind. I can get behind the effort of these unknown players, these people that we just haven't seen a lot of in the last couple of years, right? Because those guys have been coming out. They're fighting hard. Craycraft. I mean, this guy was targeted so many times. I was like, why is he in there? Why is he in there? And then you see him finally make a play or two. That's where I thought you were going. I thought you were going to applaud the effort of some of these guys at the bottom of the roster coming off of practice squads. And, like, for example, we lost Bourne, Trent Williams, and there was one other person 2 days before the game due to COVID, right? And then the people who filled in for them, I thought you were going to applaud that kind of thing. But you're saying it's the play calling that you're happy with. Shanahan's mixing it up a little bit and, keeping teams on their toes.
Mm-hmm. And I like that, because the more chances the more that he does that, because he's limited.
Right.
Kyle Shanahan really wants that Robert Griffin III type quarterback. He wants that type quarterback. He wants someone that's fast and someone that he can utilize the wildcat and the formations, read options.
But then why hasn't he drafted that kind of player? He hasn't drafted a single mobile quarterback. He hasn't picked up a mobile quarterback in free agency. He's picked up, since we've been here, Kyle Shanahan has picked up seven quarterbacks since he's been here. He's picked up Brian Hoyer. He's picked up Matt Barkley. He's picked up C.J. Beathard, Nick Mullins, Jimmy Garoppolo, Brock Rutter. That's 6 right there. He just added Josh Johnson to the mix. and they're saying that Aaron Gordon is enough. None of these guys are that fast, explosive. I mean, some of them are more athletic than others, but he hasn't really gone out there and targeted that kind of guy. So I don't.
Yeah, it hasn't been one available. That's what I say to that.
Okay.
It hasn't been. I'm not saying any mobile. I mean, this quarterback that's mobile and like on Madden, for example, would be like an 81, 82 speed. That's been available. Not that he's signed or drafted. He wants one of those. If this was comparing it to Madden, a 90 or better. That's what he wants.
Okay.
I think we both can agree that Robert Griffin is very fast. Not a little fast, very fast.
Yeah, no. He definitely has some. He's got some giddy up in those legs. Niner,
yes.
Stop it.
Yes,
Sorry.
and what I say about that is, if one becomes available, we will get him. But he's already leaning that way. If y'all notice, the Josh Johnson signing was very fast. That guy's not just mobile. He's really, really a fast quarterback. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if he mixed them in on certain plays like Philly is doing with the number 1 draft pick they got last year. What's his name? Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm. That's the quarterback they picked up.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does that with Josh Johnson this year or going forward. Now, if one becomes available that's very fast, trust me, Kyle Shanahan is going to bite on that in the draft. And I don't know, I'm not familiar with how fast the quarterbacks is coming in the future, so I wouldn't be able to guess right now of which one he'll get. Well, I would have to look deep into it. But, if one becomes available, trust me, he's going to draft them.
All right. Hey, look, man, I know this ain't the last time we're going to hear from you. I'm going to be looking for you. I'm going to be like, hey, man, what happened? You told me we were going to get a speed guy. I'm going to be looking for you now. Now, Josh Johnson is on the practice squad. He's the only – whatever happened with the Aaron Gordon kid? Because I don't see him listed here. I see Josh Johnson listed on the practice squad. He's officially there. But I don't see –
who's Aaron Gordon?
Aaron Gordon's another kid that they were looking at, an undrafted free agent. But I don't see him. He's not on the team's roster right now, so I'm not sure what happened with him. But is he
fast? I'm not familiar with him.
He's a young guy. He's a little more stiff, but he's got accuracy. He's a very accurate guy. He just stands. He's very stiff from what I saw. He plays a lot of flat-footed football, but I just don't know. I can't call it with this guy, man. I just don't know what he's looking for. I'll be honest with you, man. I don't know. I don't know what he's looking for. And that's the scary thing is that. When we're talking about the upcoming draft, we're talking about quarterbacks, and some people want to keep jimmying on. I understand that. But when we're talking about who is it that the Niners are looking for, I don't know. Because I can't figure out. Like, when Shanahan's a coordinator, his job is to work with the roster and make it successful. It's not his job to say, get me this guy, get me that guy, get me this guy, get me that guy. Shanahan has been here for 4 seasons now. And so I can only go based off of this. I feel like is what he wants. I don't think John Lynch is just drafting and trading for players without running it by him sometimes.
Exactly.
Like certain players, like, Shanahan said he didn't know for sure if they put in a waiver claim for attack the first time. So I believe that that's on the defensive side of the ball. But when it comes to the offense, when it comes to a quarterback in particular, I don't think that Shanahan's out of the running. So I can only go based off of the quarterbacks we've acquired on this roster, and I don't see it. I wish I knew.
He had a presser. A couple weeks ago. It was after a loss. If I'm not mistaken, it might be the game that Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. I'm not saying. I don't know if it's directly under. The presser was directly after that game, or was it during the week? For like the injury updates and stuff. But he clearly said, of course, one of the people that was asking the question said, would you rather have a mobile quarterback? He said, of course, I have more options with a
mobile quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He said that. So trust me, take heed in that. Him and John Lynch has that circled on their account. I guarantee you, a mobile quarterback that's fast comes available, we're getting him.
Okay. Hey, Cleveland, I'm going to hold you to it, man. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about this later on, okay?
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, bro. You be safe out there.
All right, man.
All right, bye. That's my guy, Cleveland. He said he wanted Cam Newton. Nick said Cam Newton is trash. Now my man is saying that Shanahan wants mobile quarterback. So, hey, look, man, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't mind Shanahan getting an athletic quarterback, or a guy who can move the ball also and keep things on the run. I wouldn't mind something like that. I would never be opposed to that, because I would like to see how creative he could be with play calling. I also would like to see Shanahan get a guy who can execute the plays that are called in the system as it stands. But I don't feel like we've seen that at a consistent level. So yeah, Vader Joe says it perfectly here. Not necessarily a running quarterback, but a mobile quarterback. A guy that if the pocket does break down, he doesn't hesitate to take that gap and go. But a guy who can also operate in a pocket and understand that a pocket isn't meant to be a straight wall, that a pocket is designed to curve around the quarterback. And you're supposed to start here and then you step up in it and then throw over it. So, Vader Joe, great comment here, man. Great comment. All right. Is there anybody else who wants to call in? I see that we're approaching the hour and a half mark, and I'm okay with cutting it short. That is absolutely fine with me. Like I said, this show is for you guys. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I want to see what else you guys have to say. I'm trying to call in, says Rolls Royce. Let me open the app back up. Maybe the app doesn't ring if I'm not in it. So if that's the case, my apologies. Let me see. Exit that. Royce, are you the I don't think that's Royce. Royce, are you the 434 area code? Is that you? I don't know if that's Royce. It's not ringing. You guys will hear when it rings. I'm on here. Oh no, never mind. I think the 434 was the call that we just had. So never mind. Well, the line is open, guys. So Royce, if you do want to call in, please feel free to do so. Somebody asked where I got this shirt from. I actually got this shirt on fanatics.com. It actually came with a hoodie. Also, the hoodie's pretty badass too. I don't want to get up and leave because no one else is on the show. If it wasn't just me here, I would definitely go and I would show you guys the hoodie too. But I liked it, man. I liked it because it's not the ton of red, I like that it was a little subtle, and it's a nice mixture of cotton and polyester, so it's really soft. The shirt feels great. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, Royce, where you at, man? So it's gonna try again. Oh shit! I closed the app again. All right, the app is open. My bad. Let's see what Rodgers is out here doing. I'm going to watch our future quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Look at him cooking out there. Cooking, boy. Y'all don't want Aaron Rodgers for George Kittle. Man, if y'all don't send George Kittle out of here, bro, are you kidding me? Get George Kittle for Aaron Rodgers. For Aaron Rodgers, George Kittle will be gone. He would be gone. Yeah, I'm saying it. I'm saying it. I'm not saying that Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback I've ever seen. But if they're willing to trade us straight up, For him, George Kittle will be out of here. Out of here. Overpaid for a tight end, number one, but that's a different story for a different time. And I know y'all tried to tell me, oh, well, he's a wide receiver and he's a blocker and every tight end in the league is that. Every tight end in the league is that. Is he the best tight end in the league when healthy? Yes. Yes. When healthy, George Kittle is the best tight end in the league. I understand that. But I would make that trade in a heartbeat. For one reason only. Because quarterbacks are a product of what? You know why you're struggling to answer that question? Because you don't know. Because we've seen quarterbacks make everybody around them better. The 49ers don't have that on this roster still. We don't have it. And we have really good players. We have great Pat. Take George Kittle out of the mix because that's what we're talking about. Take George Kittle out of the mix, right? We're talking about Brandon Ayuk. We're talking about Deebo Samuel. We're talking about Raheem Mostert, the fastest running back in the NFL, right? We have other tight ends here that we're looking to see big things from. People out there telling me that Dwelly was better. Man, come on. I'm not, and I don't believe that. But people out there saying that Dwelly's capable, right? So why is George Kittle like the guy that we can't let go of for a quarterback? All right, caller, I'm putting you on speakerphone. Hope your background is down. Who are we speaking to?
Yeah, this is Rolls Royce.
Royce in the building. What's going on, baby?
What's up, man? What's up? What's up to all the faithful? How y'all doing?
All right, man. Look, man, they killing it in the comments, man. They looking forward to you, bro. Did you say you were gonna curse me out or something? Because I didn't see that comment.
Nah, I wouldn't do that, man. Much love. I would not do that, man. But I gotta stop, man, because some of these faithful, bro, some of these faithful have lost it, dog. They have lost it. And look, you don't trade the number one tight end in the league. You don't do that. Why? Why would you do that? You're not going to get a franchise quarterback for Kittle. So let's just stop that talk.
But that's what the question was, an elite quarterback for Kittle. Aaron Rodgers is an elite quarterback, right?
Yes, he's elite, absolutely.
And so if they would do it, you're telling me you wouldn't make that not is it realistic? Not do you think they would do it? The question is, if they said yes, we will take George Kittle for Aaron Rodgers right now. You're telling me you're not going to do that?
No, sir. No, sir. Nope. Kittle is going to be your prime face of your team for the next 10 years. There are other ways to win a Super Bowl without having to have an elite quarterback. Was Jimmy G elite last year when we made the Super Bowl? Nope.
Jimmy Garoppolo was playing 10 times better last year than what he's playing right now.
I agree with that. But you got to remember, if you have at least a 75% Jimmy G from last year, we're in the Super Bowl this year. Let's not act like he was some superstar. And I'm a big Jimmy G fan. I love Jimmy G. But let's not act like Jimmy G was the one that got us there.
Yeah,
there was a lot of things: defense, running game, everything.
Okay, now let me ask you this question. Then. Let's do this. Tell me the last time a tight end was the face of a franchise, a good franchise. All right, I tell you what.
Probably the Chargers. Probably the Chargers back. What was it like?
With Gates?
5-10 years ago.
With Gates?
Gates. Okay, Gates. Other than Rivers, who else?
No. You can't. No. See, you can't do that. You can't say other than Rivers because the quarterback was the face of the franchise, and before then, it was LaDainian Tomlinson. It was Tomlinson, Rivers, and Gates. Tony Gonzalez was never the face of a franchise.
Okay, no, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Shannon Sharp,
face of a franchise tight end. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Jason Witten, Zach Ertz, Travis Kelce is not the face of a listen to what the 49er fans are telling themselves. We are convincing ourselves that George Kittle is the best player on the roster, and if that's the case, that's a big problem.
He is the best player on the roster. What's wrong with that, though? I don't understand. He is the best player on the roster.
That's a problem.
That's not a problem, Mike. If he was the best player last year and you had Emmanuel Sanders,
George Kittle wasn't the best player on the roster last year.
Oh my. Okay, who was the best
Raheem
player
Mostert? Raheem Mostert was more important to the success of the 49ers than George Kittle was last year.
But you got to remember his role. Does Mostert have those holes open up if Kittle ain't doing those great blocks? It's all one piece, Mike. It's all one piece, man.
All right. Let me see what you call for, because I know you hated that question, so I don't want to do that to you. I'm sorry. I didn't want to put you on that. So all right.
No, it's all good. But this is what I'm saying, man. This is what it comes down to. And everybody knows this. Faithful know this, okay? If Jimmy G does not take a pay cut, which is very, very unlikely, he is not part of this team next year. That's just, those are facts. Those are straight facts. He ain't coming back. We ain't losing Warner. We ain't breaking this team up just to hold on to Jimmy G for another year. Mm-hmm. So if he's not taking a pay cut, he's gone, okay? And to me, you either draft a quarterback in the first round, no matter who that is, or you go out and you sign one of these halfway decent veterans to start the year off with. Period. I mean, Jimmy G is a black and white issue. He either stays or he goes. I mean, there's no middle ground here. So unless he's coming back for between $10 and $12 million, which I don't think is going to happen, so I think he'll be gone. We're drafting a quarterback, and then we're probably going to go out and get one of these mid-level vets, these guys who are not exactly great.
Let me ask you this question. Let's say he does come back for that range you just said, 10 to 12 million a year. Doesn't that mean that he's not the quarterback of the future, and that we're still probably going to draft a quarterback to replace him? Because,
of course, but you got to remember, if we're doing that, that also means that we're drafting a quarterback. If he's coming back because it's not going to be a multi-year deal. It's going to be for a 1 or 2 year deal.
Okay.
Which means, he's not the future. That means he's not the future.
So no matter how you look at it, so based off of what you're saying, no matter how you look at it, Jimmy G's days here in San Francisco are numbered. He's either coming back as a stopgap starter while we draft somebody, or he's not coming back at all and we still draft somebody. Either way, he's not the future. Okay. I just want to make sure we're on the right page here. Okay. All right.
But the other thing is this. We're not going to just cut one player like a D Ford and this is going to be an easy fix, guys. There's going to have to be multiple changes. And people, for whatever reason, think you get rid of Quan and it's fixed. You get rid of D4 and it's fixed. There has to be multiple things that are going to happen here for this team to turn it around. Now, it doesn't mean we need a whole, break it down, build it back up team. We just need to be doing multiple different things. Like, there's going to be some tragedies. There's going to be KB ain't coming back. Okay, he's not coming back, man. That's my opinion. I don't think he will be. So I think we're going to have to take some losses. I don't think Sherman will be back. I don't think the money will be there. But Sherman's a different show because I don't have love for Sherman no more. But Tart won't be back. I think the only ones who are going to be back is going to be the foundation players, Kittle. Those types of guys that are foundation players. That will be back.
What do you think the Yorks are cheapskates? I see a comment here from Fables JVC. And
I think when it comes to certain players, yes.
The Yorks wait. The Yorks don't pay players. Jed York.
I don't know about that.
Jed York doesn't
I don't know
pay.
about that because they paid Kittle, they paid Jimmy G.
That's not Jed York. That's not Jed York. Jed York's bank account has nothing to do with the 49ers.
But what I'm saying is there are players that we have paid. So he's basically, whoever made that comment is basically saying that the Niners are cheap. Is that what he's basically saying?
Well, he said the Yorks. He didn't say the Niners. And I want to make sure that we on this show, I want to make sure that we put the difference out there, because Jed York was paying 4 head coaches at one time. He's not cheap. He's not.
Yeah, I
Jed
agree.
York.
I agree on that.
Jed York pays the coaching staff. That's what Jed York pays, and that's out of a separate pool than the salary cap. That's a completely separate issue. He was paying Harbaugh, he was paying Chip Kelly, he was paying Jim Tomsula, he was paying Mike Singletary, and he was paying Kyle. Now, I don't think Kyle and Singletary ever overlapped, but the other 4 definitely did overlap. He was paying all 4 of those guys at one time. So to call Jed York cheap is completely crazy.
I agree.
All right. Now, if you're saying that the team doesn't play its superstars, well, then that's a different conversation. That's a Prague thing and GM thing. So that's different. That's a different conversation.
True.
Okay.
But yeah, man, that's all I had, Mike. Is just some of these faithful need to calm down, bro. They're in dreamland. They play too much Madden. They got too much time on their hands, man. I mean, man, there's reality and there's fantasy. Let's try to live in reality, people.
All right, so let me give you back to reality. Who would you trade George Kittle for?
Honestly, probably like a person like a Patrick Mahomes, because he's also. No, let me tell you. Hold on. You can't compare Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, so don't even go there if that's what you're going to say.
So you want to trade $70 million for $500 million?
Yes. Have you seen Mahomes play? Come on, man. We can hate on him, but he's a hell of a player, and he's a once-in-a-generation player. Come on.
All right. So he's the only one. So it's straight to the top with George Kittle. All right. I like it. Hey, that means that you really going to bat for your guy kid. I like that. Hey, listen, I'm never trying to tell anybody that they're wrong. I like different opinions, so I just want to hear. I try to gauge it and see how people feel about him. So that's cool. That's cool, man.
Hold on. One other thing, like it's not about being in love with the player either. I like George Kittle, but business is business. So it's not about me like being a George Kittle lover and he's untouchable. It's about I think that's how highly I think of George Kittle. And I feel like
Hello? Wait, hold on. Someone else is calling. I gotta end that call. Let me put you back on speaker. Hello? Damn it. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there you go. You said so. It's not about that you're just in love with just the player. It's the value of the player.
Correct.
Okay.
It would be like you asking me what I would trade Patrick Willis for in his prime. You see how hard that would be? That's extremely hard for a player that he's that face of that franchise, which Patrick Willis was.
Oh no, it's hard, but I would tell you some names. I could come up with some people that I think the Niners would have been able to trade for.
So who would you trade Patrick Willis for in his prime?
Well, but see, that I would have to think about that roster and where we were. But what I'm saying is I would be able to have come up with names because you got to remember when I think Patrick Willis was in his prime, Navarro Bowman was waiting in the wings. So I would have already had a contingency plan and I would have come up with some players. All right. So for example, Patrick Willis in his prime, Alex Smith was the quarterback. Bowman was on the team. I'm trying to think of who was holding us back. Alex Smith didn't really like to go downfield a lot, right? Who was in the league at the time? I could probably come up with a couple of quarterbacks that I would have sent Patrick Willis off for.
Wow. Very many, maybe one or two. That's the only thing I can think of.
I'm just saying that I probably could. I would have to try to get back in that time machine and do it. But I don't think that they're like, especially if you can replace the production that player gives. Now, Patrick Willis, oh God, that was by far my favorite player on that team. So don't get me lying.
Me too.
Me
too.
You know what I'm so he's one of few players jerseys I had. Like I'm not that guy. I don't have a ton of jerseys, but Willis is one of them. Like I have the Willis and Bowman jersey. Like I love the linebacker position. But if you held my feet to the fire, I could come up with some players that I would have traded Patrick Willis for.
Oof. Can you name one off the top of your head?
Let me think. So we had Frank Gore as a running back. Our offensive line was solid. The defense was top 10. I mean, the only thing you really needed at that time was a quarterback to air it out. I mean, that's really all you. The run game was number one. The defense was number one. The offensive line was number one. I mean, wide receivers. We needed wide receiver. Calvin Johnson.
Oof, Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson. Woo! The defense was number one. The run game was number one. Calvin Johnson would have been a game over. Would have been a game changer.
True. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I don't even know. Let me see what year. I don't know what year Calvin Johnson retired. I don't even know if that's fair. Let me just see what year Calvin Johnson retired.
No, that was the right time. You got the right decade. That was the right time. He would have been in his prime.
Is that dude? Oh my God! If he was here, if he was still playing during the Harbaugh years, he retired in 2015. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Sorry, I love you, Willis, but Calvin Johnson would have put us over the top. He would have put us over the top. That game that we played against the Giants in the postseason, there's no way that oh my God, there's no way we lose that game. The offense doesn't struggle that much to get in the field goal range. We go to the Super Bowl and we beat the hell out the Patriots. There's no way. So yeah, that's how I would do it. Whew. You still there? Oh shit! Somebody else called. Somebody else is calling. That's what happened. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, there you go. All right, sorry. So yeah, I was saying that there's no way we don't make a Super Bowl run with Calvin Johnson, or we don't win the Super Bowl.
Oh yes, we would definitely win the Super Bowl. That would not even be yes.
All right, cool. All right, bro. Well, listen, man. Feel better. Are you over now? Are you clear? You tested negative and all that? You good?
Yes. I tested negative, man, and I'm over it. Thank God. Yes.
My guy. All right. Well, you take it easy, my man. All right. Thanks for calling. Wait, I don't want to cut you short. Is there anything else that you want to say? You want people to follow you on social media or anything like that?
Yeah, man. Just follow me on Twitter, Rolls Royce 49er. Hit me up. We'll chat about the Niners. But yeah, I just want to new support for nothing but Niners, and thank you all for the show.
You said 49er, no S at the end, right?
Correct. 49er, no S.
All right, I got you up there on the screen, bro. You take it easy, all right?
Cool, man. You too, brother.
All right. That's my guy. That's my guy. He put me, look at that. He put my feet to the fire there. I had to try to come up with something quick. All right, we got a couple of missed calls. I'm going to try to call you guys back in the order that the calls were coming in. We have a 601 area code. So 601, if you're still watching, you're going to be my next call. Trading Patrick Willis hurt just to think about. But, you know, when the buzzer sounds, you got to go, man. You got to go. All right, let me see if I get this person to answer really quick. Hello? Hello? Do I have my Bluetooth connected or something? Oh, shit, I do. Hello? All right, let me put you on speakerphone. I'm sitting here like, why don't I hear anything? I got Bluetooth connected. All right, who we speaking to?
It's Big Willie, man.
Big Will. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. All right, what's going on, Big Will?
What's going on, man? How's it going?
How you doing, bro? What's going on, man?
Man, nothing much, man. Trying, man, just kicking it, man. Watching these games on TV, man. You know, just relaxing. You know, our team. You know, we finally got a win this week because it's the bye week. So, but yeah, man. But other than that, man, I'm just chilling. So, what's the discussion?
Well, the discussion is open to you guys. So whatever it is that you want to, if you have a question you want to ask, if there's something about the team you want to discuss, whatever it is, it's open mic, man. Whatever you guys want to discuss.
Okay. All right. Well, first I want to touch on, well, obviously the elephant in the room these past couple of, I guess you want to say these past several weeks is the quarterback position. Jimmy G, me personally, you know, I think we didn't have Jimmy G's hand for too long. And the reason why is I understand the injury, you know, his ankle and, you know, things of that nature. But, I mean, with Jimmy G, man, it's like every week you don't know which Jimmy G you want to see. And I think that the only way for Jimmy G is to perform is to have pieces around him, different aspects around him, the running game, you know, Kittle, the defense, you know, basically everybody healthy. When everybody healthy, he can perform under those few aspects. But if you don't have that, I don't think Jimmy G can carry the team that way. I really don't. Mm-hmm. And seeing Jimmy in his offense, we haven't seen Kyle releasing him to where we can throw the deep ball. We really don't. I think Kyle, me personally, I think Kyle is limiting Jimmy because of it. I mean,
you think Kyle is holding Jimmy back?
Yeah, I think so. Because of his play. And watching Jimmy G, I've noticed when the line breaks down, Jimmy gets happy feet. And he releases the ball and it ends up being a pick. Also, I do notice things about Jimmy when it comes to the offensive line breaking down. Jimmy G holds on to the football. And there's been times when Jimmy G holds on to the football and gets sacked, he fumbles the ball. What I would like Jimmy to do is when the line breaks down, I want to see Jimmy throw a ball away. I don't want him trying to be Mr. Magical and try to zip a ball into a window when you got a line breaking down and, you know, you're not seeing what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Now, it's been times when Jimmy G has done that, but that's a hell of a risk. Mm-hmm. And luckily he's been on target on a few of those. But I mean, I'd rather be sitting at 3rd and 10 rather than 3rd and 15. Throw the ball away. Plus, I remember the Arizona game this year, the first game when everybody was healthy. You know, there were players in the end zone wide open in the first game of the season. Jimmy G didn't see them. Trent Taylor was wide open on the left end of the end zone in that game, and he was wide open. Jimmy didn't see him. I saw Bourne wide open on a seam route, wide open in the end zone, and he didn't see him.
Yeah,
that's my issue. That's my issue with Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't see players that are open. and he always holds the football when the line breaks down. That worries Shanahan.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to run back on something that you said at the start of this, Will. You said that Jimmy Garoppolo only performs well when everything else around him is working well. When the running backs are on fire, when the wide receivers are good, the run game is good. Right? That's what you were saying when you started this, right? Well, tell me what quarterback can't succeed in a system that's perfect around him.
This is what I'm trying to say overall is that if you don't have those around him, I mean, yeah, you're right. Any quarterback, well, I wouldn't say any quarterback. I wouldn't say that.
Any quarterback worth their weight, yeah.
Yeah, you got a few quarterbacks in the league that got that, and they still can't perform.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I'm just saying, look, I'm gonna make a comparison, and please, and it's not. It's just a comparison. Like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson don't have no defense at all. His defense is trash. Most of his running backs are in and out every game. Like you're gonna have a few running backs that's not gonna play, and he's limited to running back, and he don't have a defense. But that's Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Wilson put the game in his hands and win ball games.
So what I'm saying why not get a better quarterback that doesn't need every single piece to be perfect around them to be successful?
I would. With that being said, I would get a mobile quarterback. I would.
Okay.
I would get Zach Wilson or Trey Lance.
Okay.
Because this is the thing. This is the thing. I lost my train of thought that fast.
I'm sorry.
With a mobile quarterback, with a mobile quarterback, if the line breaks down, do you know your third down conversion percentage will increase if you have a mobile quarterback? Because that line breaks down, the quarterback can get out of there. He can get out of there. Jimmy can't do that. You see how slow Jimmy is. And then after coming from a knee injury too, he's not gonna take that chance. I would get a mobile quarterback that can be a duo quarterback that can run Shanahan's system where Shanahan doesn't have to change his playbook. He can run Shanahan's offense, and when the line breaks down, he can get out the pocket and make a play. Because you gotta understand, when Breeze, Brady, and Rodgers, once they leave this league, the whole NFL is going to change with quarterbacks. It's going to be nothing but mobile quarterbacks because defenses in the league right now is switching up their formula. You seeing defensive linemen, you seeing teams getting defensive linemen out the draft that's Buckner size. They're not big and wide. They Buckner size, athletic. What I should say. The linebackers, the defenses in the league right now is not getting linebackers that was Bowman or Willis size. They're getting people that spread Warner size, Quan Alexander size. They're getting athletic.
Those speedy guys, those guys that are supposed to be good in coverage, right?
Right. That's what the league is turning to now. That's the trend. And we have to adjust to it. Arizona is doing it. Seattle, they got Russell Wilson. Jared Goff, he's not. Jared Goff is not good at all. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't think he's good. But I'm just saying, most of these teams are getting quarterbacks that are mobile because of what the defensive coordinators are doing now in this league. They add more speed from the D line all the way to the linebacker position. So I mean, that's why I say we should let go of Jimmy.
Okay.
Jimmy, he just on and off. He just on and off. Like he is just. I mean, I understand he got hurt, and then on top of that, John and Kyle gave this man money after 7 starts?
Yeah.
Like, you don't do that. You just don't do that. You gotta let him play a whole full year and then get that man his money. You gotta see what he can do.
I think it was only 5 starts on. I think he played 5 games, got the contract in the offseason, and played 2 and got injured against the Chiefs. Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Yo, Cook got popped. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you can't do that, man. They paid him too early, and this is what we getting now. I mean, he's been hurt in New England, and he got hurt here, and now he's hurt again. And now, if we don't make the playoffs, then we ain't gonna see none of Jimmy at all. So
And then on top of that, the O-line. The left side of the O-line is good. I don't care what nobody says. I know Trent and Lakin Thompson made a few mistakes, but that right side of the line is garbage, especially Mike McGlinchey.
Hey, let me ask you this question. And this will be my only question for you, because you're talking about the offensive line. Is Trent Williams playing better than Joe Staley was playing last year?
I think. Oh, that's a good question. I think last year Joe Staley was playing very well. The only time I think Staley fell off was when after he came back from that injury.
They rushed him back against the Seahawks. He had a bad game.
Right.
But other than that,
other than that, nah. Trent Williams, I think it's about the same. I really haven't seen. This year. I probably seen Trent have 2 bad games, but other than that, I think he's been consistent. And plus, he's coming. This is his first year back. Being gone for how many? Well, a year. A year.
Yep, a year. Yep, he missed the full season.
So he got to get the game back under his belt. But so far, he's been doing pretty good. I think the left side is gonna be fine. I think Trent Williams gonna get better as this year progresses, and on to next year we sign him back. But from the center to the right tackle, that's a problem. Because that Saints game, you got Mike McGlinchey getting, excuse my French, getting bitched by a DB. The DB.
Y'all gotta stop looking at the highlights, man. I saw it though. I did see my man get tossed like a rag doll. So I know exactly what you're talking about, Big Will. I know what you're talking about, man.
The rush is coming from inside, and he's not good in pass pro. He's not. He's not good. He's not good.
Yeah, I think Mike needs to bulk up. He got to put some more weight back on.
Yeah, I don't know why he lost that weight. And then I think Brunskill should be I think Brunskill should have had that right tackle. That right guard position from now on. Like, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Because Brunskill handled Aaron Donald. He's 2-0 against Aaron Donald. Now, when you 2-0 against Aaron Donald, you got something there. You got something there. Because Aaron Donald probably one of the best defensive tackles in the league.
Oh, not one of. Not one of. He is the best.
But the best, yeah. Excuse my friend, yeah. He's the best. And when Brunskill had him last year and this year, that means something. That means something. So,
yeah.
But in the center, Richburg got to go. He got to go. He availability. You got to be available, man. And his patella is a huge risk if he hurts it again, because it's worse than the ACL I've heard. Like it really can end your career.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't want to risk that. I think we should go ahead and get Alex Mack if he's available, and fit him there, and that would be a perfect offensive line. I really believe that. The wide receivers are good with me. Trent Taylor needs to go. I'm glad Pettis is gone. Trent Taylor needs to go because he don't have no heart. He's the Dante Pettis 2.0 when it comes to special teams. because that game, the Saints game, he know good well. He waved his hand. When you wave your hand, you know that the opposition is not going to hit you. And he let that ball bounce, and it ended up hitting Webster on his stomach or something. And things.
Very irresponsible play.
Got it off. Yeah. Trent Taylor isn't good for nothing. All he's good for just sitting on the sideline with that stupid mustache with his mouth open. That's it. You see what I'm saying? So I think Ayuk and Debo is going to be a problem. They're going to be a problem.
For sure. I can't listen, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see them on the field at the same time as Mostert. I don't care who the quarterback is. I'm excited about that. I am so excited about the two of those guys out there. I think Brandon Ayuk is a wide receiver one we needed. We got to get a quarterback to deliver him the goods now.
Right. Exactly.
He's got that phenomenal catch radius. He's got the slept on speed. People are looking at that 40 time as if he wasn't injured, so I can't wait to see what Brandon Ayuk can do with a quarterback that's not afraid to make those throws to him.
Exactly. Because you got to look at it. Because with us not throwing that deep ball, you can tell defenses are studying us. and they're gonna put everybody in the box because they know we ain't.
They send in the heat every play.
Yeah, because they know we're not going to throw deep at all. You know, it's been clarified that, you know, when you look at film, when the opposition look at film of us, they just seeing us throw in the seam or, you know, screen in the rounds like that. They barely see us throwing deep.
Right.
And they're gonna take advantage of that. They're gonna put everybody in the box that we gonna dare you to do this and do that. Because we know you ain't gonna throw the deep ball. So that's what, you know, so that's why I say we need, you know, a quarterback to do that now. Like free agency, if Aaron Rodgers is available, I would give him in a heartbeat. And I'll give you another one. Y'all might not like me for this. I think Matt Ryan can be back with Shanahan and make some magic as well. Because the offense that Matt Ryan is in, he's not playing well in it. I don't think he's comfortable in it.
Right.
I really don't.
Yeah.
If you get Matt Ryan with a decent O line, with Debo and IU and Jalen Hurd, Matt Ryan he'll be back to what his MVP form. I guarantee you that. Because Kyle Shanahan is gonna get guys open anyway. All Matt Ryan gotta do is just spit the ball right in the number. That's it. He only got one job to do that. But we're gonna need a line to do it. But he can do that.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is a freaking surgeon. He's gonna rip the defense apart. And we know he can do it under Kyle Shanahan.
I hear you.
I mean, cause he's already in the Kyle Shanahan system with Matt Rule. You know what I'm saying? So
right. It's gonna be an interesting offseason, man. We're gonna lose a lot of pieces, but the team has still got some depth and some talent here that they can hold on to. And that's what's exciting, man, because the core is still going to be coming back. The core is still coming back. Bosa is going to be returning. And until otherwise, I'm going to say Ford is returning. You know what I mean? Until I hear otherwise, I'm going to say Ford is returning.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We gonna see. I tell you that we gonna find out.
I'm hearing he has a life-threatening back issue. I don't know.
No. We've all heard the rumors, right? But here's my thing with this. My thing is this: if he does decide to retire, that frees up a lot of cap space, and now the Niners are all of a sudden back in position to be major players in free agency. And that's a game changer. Right. So, you know, I think we're going to be all right, man. I think next year is our year. I think it was supposed to be this year, but, you know, the good thing is that it opened up a lot of eyes. Some of these deficiencies weren't able to be masked anymore. So, you know, that's the positive thing. But Big Will, man, I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you jumping on with me, man. Any final thoughts? Any social media you want people to follow you on?
No, I don't have any social media, man. I'm just, you know, I work all the time, so I really don't be on social media like talking about. So, I don't have any social media. I mean, I just work and watch 49 football, man. I really don't be on social media like that. But no, man. But I appreciate you taking my call, man. But yeah, I think next year, man, Kyle and John is really going to evaluate this team and just throw away all the pieces that couldn't help us, that couldn't do nothing for us, and bring in playmakers. And I also believe they're gonna hit the draft. And once we do that, man, I think 2021 is gonna be our year. So I think everything will be back. Yeah, I think everything will be back to normal with OTAs, training camp, and they'll probably break down the preseason games probably down to 2. So yeah, I think we'll be back on track next year. But I mean, you never know. This year could be different. Now remember, if Rams lose to the Buccaneers and we beat the Rams, we get that 7th spot. But we gotta win out to hold it. That's what I'm hearing. And the Bears also gotta lose as well. And Nick Foles is done for the year, I think. So I don't think Bears is gonna do anything going forward. But we still got a chance to sneak in. And it'll be dope if we sneak into the playoffs and we get a lot of players back.
Now that's the only reason I would possibly hope for a playoff run is the people coming back off of IR. That's it. If we sneak into the playoffs with this roster, it's a waste of time. I would want us to lose and get that draft position. I'm sorry. I never want the Niners to lose. I'm just saying it's not smart because this team is not built to win a Super Bowl right now. We're not.
I feel it.
And so it just doesn't make any sense for us to, go out there and shine, or do anything like that. So, yeah. All right, Will, thanks for jumping on, man. I appreciate you, brother. You be safe out there, okay?
All right, man. You too, man. Shout out to the faithful man. We just gotta hold on, this year, and it's tough, but we just gotta hold on and then just hope that next year be better. But I believe it will. But all right, man. Shout out to the faithful. Shout out to you, Mike, man. Appreciate you taking my call. I'm out.
All right, be safe. It's my guy, Big Will. There, he said, Big Willie. Big Willie. Babe, call me Big Willie. Y'all should see the smirk I just got from my wife. She won't call me Big Willie, but that man wanted me to call him Big Willie. That's my guy. I like that. Thanks for the call, and Will. We appreciate you, man. Now, there was one other call that we missed. I don't know if this person is still there. It's from I think it's a 323 area code. 323 area code. I'm going to try to give you a call back. This will be the last call of the evening. Let me see if we can get them to answer. Rest in peace, Alex Trebek. All right. They did not answer. So I think that's going to do it for tonight's episode. 2 hours solid. Oh, look at that. Exactly 2 hours and 30 seconds. So shout out to you guys out there, man. We thank you all for rocking with us. If you enjoyed the show, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Give us a follow on Twitter and Snapchat at Nothing But 9 ERS. Also give us a follow on Instagram and Facebook, as well as Twitch at Nothing But Niners, spelled all the way out. Same as the website right there, www.nothingbutniners.com. Thank you to everybody who watched tonight. We appreciate you guys. Bye weeks don't mean that you don't get to see our mugs, all right? Here at Nothing But Niners, man. We appreciate every single one of you guys. The people in the chat were live. I appreciate and love all you guys, man. Shout out to you guys, man. You guys make it great, all right? And I'm going to sign out. Prepare for glory. Anticipate pain. But always remain faithful, y'all. We out. Peace.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. Nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners.